back up. But folks, as we go along, let's not do that out of hate. That's not the way we do things. So I tell folks all the time, it takes a lot of love to be ready to defend your community. It's not built or structured on hate. Hate is something that kind of needs to go away, folks. Lord knows the cabal's induced it enough. They threw every reason at us to use hate more than love, knowing that that just further degrades everything that we've ever stood for here in America. And, well, folks, it's just time to be free. And if we're going to be free, we have to do our part. We cannot be afraid. I've served the militia for 21 years. I wish that they put the militia in my Cheerios when I was young. As Drake suggested, that that's not the way it is. I was actually 31 years old before I woke up to, hey, wait a minute, something's terribly rotten wrong in my country. And what am I going to do about this? But I chose to make my stand. And I believe I've stood well for the 21 years that I have stood. And I've tried to always be professional and to encourage other people to use that same professional manner that, well, the military uses. We aren't the military. Make no mistake. The militia isn't a military arm, but it is the arm of the people to defend their rights. So, folks, if we're going to be free, we have to be responsible for that freedom, and we have to do what it takes to maintain it. Does that mean that we're violent? No. It's much more than that. And I would encourage people to join Drake's site, the American National Militia, and, well, come and visit us at RAM. Yeah, there's some angry people out there, folks, and righteously so. I'm not going to condemn anybody for their anger right now. But, folks, let's reach out and touch them. Say, you know what? We can use that anger for hate, or we can turn it around and use it for a positive avenue with some love behind it, which leads to motivation. That's something we all need, is motivation. And I want to thank all of the people that stood to the plate and, well, came to RAM. I know we've got quite a few people listening tonight that's starting to learn about the militia and starting to see that, wow, you know, this thing ain't nothing like we've been led to believe it is. And we need those good common sense people, those people full of love and light, to get involved with the militia, folks. It isn't up to anybody to tell you you can't be involved with the militia. That's your right. So remember that. And, well, let's get involved. Let's stand up. Let's do this with some honor, some integrity, some dignity, some professionalism. And let's look back in 10 years from now and say, wow, look what we did. We did our part. We stood proudly. We stood honorably. And we got the job done. And, Drake, that's about all I think I could throw into this tonight, brother. I'm going to give it back to you.
I got a couple things to add, as usual.
Go ahead.
Most of the people in this country like this country. A great majority of them love it.
I love it.
It's one of the freest places on the planet, irrespective as to all the restrictions and ring around the rosy and games that are being played politically or otherwise. It's probably one of the greatest nations in potential ever conceived. It is the bastion of freedom on this planet. And people need to understand that means that everyone looks to us. If we can do it, if we can do it, then, you know, I'm pretty sure that... Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. If they see us able to do it, then they know that they can be free as well. It's not just us. And I don't want to limit this. I'm here to tell you that one of the things contained in the original Constitution dealt with militias, that every able-bodied man from about, 15 to 17, it varies according to state, to the age where they can't function any longer, are drafted into a militia. Now, there's two, Minutemen and I kind of disagree on this a bit. There's two kinds of militias. One, as the National Guard. The other one another one is known as the well-regulated militia. The militia that is community is an unregulated people's militia. Now, people don't understand the meaning of the word militia. It is a military-designed organizational group of people who carry out varying tasks. That could be anything from cleaning somebody's house, doing the dishes or whatever, to fixing their car, to making sure somebody gets to a doctor's appointment. It don't matter. That's community. And this is something that is sorely lacking. Everybody out there might think about one thing. How many of your neighbors do you know? I've met and talked to at least all of them around me, and I look forward to what we're about to accomplish for the simple fact that I know that, at least up here in the hills, that sense of community has always been there. In a lot of places, people forgot about it. You get into a big crowd and you become anonymous. You become somebody who can do what they want. And you get these little squirrely ideas about what you can and can't do, and it don't quite fit. A little thing called conscience comes along with that. That's the thing Grandma would shame you about. You know better than that, or whatever might be the case. Good job. You did a good job. Okay. Where you admonished another child, maybe, if you were little, or an adult saying, I thought you were better than that, man. Why are you acting that way? And you're liable to get an explanation. You might even get an introduction into someone's life where a simple phrase or a simple action of kindness can make all the difference in that person's life. Turn it completely around from something nasty to something really decent. The difference between civil and unalienable rights is that civil rights are something that is a benefit given to you by governance. And to be quite honest, I've had pretty much enough of the governance that I've seen. One of the recommendations I'm used to making in all my emails was that we need to wash our flag. And the reason we needed to was because it's got politics on it. And I still hold to that today. One of the things that Minuteman has alluded to is caught in a simple phrase, and a lot of troublemakers use this the wrong way, but it's something to consider. It's the reason you have Second Amendment rights. If the First Amendment doesn't work, use the second one. It's very simple. Now, in this extraordinary happening that's getting ready to happen here in just a few days, we may be, and I'm talking about every mother-loving son of us that can stand, walk, talk, and be reasonable, or unreasonable, as the case may call for, is going to be called on by those who would return us to our original freedoms to participate. Now, I have been elucidating to the fact people need to get up off the couch, put the cold beer down, get up off the couch, go do something. There's a song out called Couch Potato, and it pretty much says it pretty well. What you have to realize is that the time has come where we are out of time. The timing of things is going to happen a lot sooner than you think. I'm going to suggest that in the next few days you're going to see some extraordinary things. The reason for those extraordinary things is partially due to the listening audience and those who have participated in the actions necessary to set our country free, to give people back their unalienable rights, and remove an oppressive government. One of the projects that's been completed resurrected a cute little document. It's called the Declaration of Independence. We are no longer a part of your horse hockey. You need to go play horse hockey with yourself. This is basically, we told them, all apron strings, all associations, all affiliations, everything that has been unconstitutionally shoved down our throats is now null and void. This paperwork's been sent to The Hague, and it's very authentic. It's very correct. I was honored to be a part of that. I'm honored to be a part of a situation where we, the people, can finally be be ourselves and join in to the rebirth of our nation. I want everybody to really think about that. That's how important, that's how awesome this really is.
That's what I was saying, Drake. I would love to be able to stand back 10 years from now, as most of our listening audience probably would too, and say, wow, look what we all accomplished. Look how we got that done. Look how we all worked together, as diverse as what we were. That's a wonderful thing. That's a proud thing. That's an honorable thing. Something to really cherish. Some of us got grandchildren. Some of us got grandchildren on the way. Some of us got kids that are, well, getting to that age where they're going to get married. Some of us got little ones. And, boy, I'll tell you what, I would love for my grandchildren to hear how their grandfather stood and their grandmother stood and done things right to get it done and stood firm and stood with honor and some dignity and did things that went down in history for your country, for freedom in general, worldwide. Folks, make no mistake, you know, I live in America. But me being American, of course, you know, being on American soil, I really strive hard for American freedom. But what folks need to understand is that America just can't be the only free country in the world. We need the whole world to be free, folks. Think of the wars that'll be no more. Free people are happy people. They just don't want to fight. They have no reason to fight. So, you know, I'm praying, Drake, that this will be my last battle that I'll ever have to face as far as worrying about picking up my guns to defend my nation or my freedom or what have you. May my guns hang on my closet and be used for target practice and enjoyment on other things. That'd be a wonderful thing.
Hey, Drake, do you want to take a break?
Yes, that sounds like a nice thing. I'm going to add one thing. There's one thing that everybody's been looking at. We, the people that are living now, working now, trying to survive now, don't have the life that our parents did. Our grandparents worked to give the good life to our parents. Our parents could not find out how to take care of the problem. So therefore, our lifestyle is a little less than theirs. And our children's and our future lives would be a whole lot less if we did not take this action. So that's something to consider. You want to go to break? Let's do it.
All right, we're back after a short break there. Drake, you there?
Yes, I'll be here. I ain't going nowhere. Much as some people would like me to, I just thought I'd stick around to molest people's minds.
I just wanted to tell you that I'm connected with various internet-connected people, you know, globally, et cetera, and I know you are too. And so I've been getting messages, you know, over the last couple of days, and I've been getting some while we're doing the show. And I have a couple of friends in Scotland, Billy and Sunfeather, who they are putting together a video in support of your work. You know, they're in Scotland. They're not in the U.S. Because it's a global initiative. It's not just about the U.S., and you know that, and I don't have to say that. But and so I'm there are other people who are just sending out thanks. My friend Diane, Michelle, who got the music together, et cetera, and I just wanted to throw that in. And so there are a lot of people that are really,